Okay, so hello and welcome back to Building in Public. This time we actually see the full screen, which is absolutely amazing, isn't it? I found out that I cannot record in 2K and my main screen is 2K. But that's not a big issue for this, so I just switched to another screen. And so we continue. This time also a bit more enthusiastic, a bit more energy filled, because last time I was recording was actually 3 in the morning and had to be a bit more silent to not wake up other people in my household. All right. So, uh, last video, I didn't continue with anything. Um, Claude built us this website. We also went on Reddit to write back some people, and we also wrote people on Discord. Slash, we wrote into the Hyperliquid Discord, right? And since then, a bit of messages have happened. We'll see if anything have sort of asked me anything about it. Let's see. You're asking hi builders, I'm testing. This is not regarding our message. Yeah, you just proved my point. Okay, so no messages for us, basically. Good to know. Um, so, so, we basically continue. So basically, we have two main tasks for this next recording. We continue building, and then we continue sort of distribution, right? The next thing I would do is basically turn this, sort of make this website a reachable domain. Okay, it's just a way that I know about distribution that makes it just easier if you have a domain of any kind to actually get traffic from it. You can list it on Google. People can find it through different search queries, like hashtag SEO or specifically regarding SEO. Those are things that we can deploy, right, to get sort of more distribution up and running, right? Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to buy a domain. Specifically, we're going to buy unrektradar.com probably, or some other ending. I'm not sure yet. I'm just quickly gonna check what there is. So Unrekt Radar, you will not see that. I will put it into my primary screen. Okay. Let's look at this. I mean, IO is just much more expensive. The app is more expensive. The dev is just doesn't sound that well. The world didn't even know that existed. Yeah, I know that they have added a lot of extra endings, but to be honest, I will just go with um, unrekradar.com. I think it makes the most sense to buy that. Oh wait, here we go. I have to check which. Yeah, proceed to checkout. The question is, do I now have to log in? Because I actually already have a login here. Just quickly, I'm going to put this somewhere else. Okay, so I'm logged in. Let's look at this. And now basically domains, right? These are like other domains I have. Maybe we're gonna get into those at some point. I'm not sure. But it's not important for now. Search. Right, so we're here, proceed to checkout. I don't need a domain shield. Yeah. So domain shield is basically that when you forget to pay for your domain, then it will just run out, right? Whereas a domain shield will basically help you to keep the domain. They will just basically pay for it for another year and then sort of send you the bill, and you're basically more calm about it. But I'm going to not do that because I will pay my bills on time. We don't need an upgrade. We don't need a shop. No, I don't want a shop. Your product selection. I mean, no, actually, I don't need web hosting. I already do have web hosting. Always this like online services. One second, let me check that. But I should have. I was already logged in. I should have a web hosting, right? This one. Right, so we already have web hosting, so I don't need to buy one. Not, yeah, I don't need that. 10 francs, that's very good. Okay, so now as it's about payment, I'm gonna take this to another screen. And then I will do the ordering process. And when we have our domain, we can set this one online. Okay. Just a quick second while I do this procedure here. Quick procedure, yes. Okay. So now we bought the domain, right? And now we should still be logged in or not, I'm not sure. And then probably takes a little while to get somewhere. You still have some pending orders. Click here, check current state. Click here. New, right. So it's gonna take a little while so it appears. Okay. But in this time, we can basically continue, right? So let me go into the right Claude session. Okay. Also, one thing that I actually did use in your absence. So basically, this like building of this channel overall. As you know, if you're on this YouTube channel, I mean, if you're watching on Twitch, then you maybe don't know, but you know, check out my YouTube channel. But what you'll find is I have a lot of random videos on it because it's my personal channel for most of my life since 2009, 2010. I have it, and basically I just whenever I wanted to do anything, I just uploaded it without any specific theme or something. But now, right, it's sort of more going into this entrepreneurial, businessy side of things, right? And to as you've seen as you're watching this video, right? You see it's like an hour. Maybe this one is 2 hours long. I don't know yet. I'm just basically just hitting record and just building. I'm basically doing the same as I would just by myself, but I'm now just talking, sort of publicly, about what I'm doing, so that I have a documented process of what happened. So I have a story basically, and also at the same time, if it helps you, gladly, you know, it's sort of is something that I always wanted to have is someone that just builds something, even if it takes longer, and it not being absolutely polished and everything works, right? Because let's face it, building something is messy and you are struggling and it's not going to work from the very first time. So the key here is it's real. You will see everything I'm doing, and you can ask questions along the way. You can have suggestions along the way, whatever you want, right? Whatever you feel like. I would be very appreciative of this. And also, if you could like the video, that would be absolutely amazing. Okay, however, because I basically want to push this story and also in this like distribution side of things, which I already said in the last video I'm not very good at, I use this tool called Opus Pro, which Claude suggested to me. Basically, I was able to just, after I've uploaded the full long form video, this 1 hour video of yeah, I think it was yesterday now. I basically just added this link here, and it created me a whole bunch of shorts, and I downloaded the ones that had like the highest like ranking, and so just uploaded it to YouTube as shorts, which are gonna come in the next few days, right? Those are going to be more like attention grabbing, I guess, which it's just certain like headlines of parts of my video, which I think is actually pretty nice. But also, like I said, I have no idea how this is going to do. If it brings my channel more visibility, I'm very for it, to be honest. But I have to probably fine tune it so it's not as clickbaity. I mean, like, for example, here, stop hidden 4% liquidation fees, protect your portfolio now. I've talked about this in the video about the 4% liquidation fees, and it's true, right? But stop is a bit questionable. It's not really something you can stop. I mean, you could theoretically if you go out of the trade beforehand, but it's not something that once you are in liquidation, there's nothing you can do. Just fees are already added to your bill, and that's just what it is, right? So yeah, that's basically the thing, right? And let's look at track crypto liquidation risk Telegram bot alert. That is true, right? I've shown this. So crypto liquidations automate your funds now. That is not true. At least not for now. It will be true at some point. That's at least the end goal of this product, right? But it's not true now. So I just wanted to give you some transparency how those shorts came to be. Maybe you've sort of found me over these shorts. And if you're wondering how I did it, Opus Pro, I used the free plan. You get like 60 minutes or 90 minutes of like analyzing a video. As you can see, I'm now down to 27, so it's not a lot for an hour video to sort of analyze it and make more shorts. So, use with caution, especially in the format I'm doing. Okay. All right. So in the time I was talking, let's look at if the domain has appeared. Right. So the domain is now here. We have now unrektradar.com, right? So now we will go to services, to web hosting. We go to website. Hello. Okay, it's loading for a very long time. Okay. I want to create a website with the domain Unrekt Radar. Apache with PHP recommended. Yes. Don't want that. Where would you like to save the data for your new website? This is perfectly fine. Create a website. So just so you know, depending on where you are located, you don't need to use this. You don't need to use HostPoint. Okay. In Switzerland, we have this funky ruling, or basically in the entirety of Europe, where like the location the data has to sit in Europe. Right. That's 100% important. And for some more sort of high importance critical data, they have to be in Switzerland, specifically for Swiss residents, okay, or Swiss customers and whatnot, right? So, like, by default, I would just always choose this because for me, it's always safe. Europe is completely fine as long as it's in Europe. So if it's in Switzerland, everyone's happy. And for the rest of the world, no one really cares, right? It doesn't matter to them. I think some like US companies want the data to be in the US, but I think most don't really care. And so I'm just choosing that. It's gonna be more expensive than other hosters, but for me, it's just a safer route, right? And I just know this tool. I've always used this tool. I know that something like Hostinger, for example, is much cheaper, right? it's a bit worse from what I've heard. Like the loading speeds are a bit slower, but it's just massively cheaper. And so if I didn't have this limitation, I would probably also choose hosting or something like that, right? Okay, so now we have created this website, unrektradar.com, and now let's just quickly look at the different, like how it's set up. Okay, no, 1 second. I don't want to go to the websites like this. I want to go to the Explorer and just look at the structure. That's another site I've had. Okay, so it's basically just the index, different pages, and like style CSS. Okay. So basically now I need Claude to give me this. Okay. Basically need Claude to give me this as an HTML or just as a website basically. Hey Claude, can you give me the website you just created as a .zip folder so I can upload it to host point to make the site live, basically. Right. Let me just quickly check on Twitch if there's anyone actually watching. I really have to clean out my tabs, especially before recording, because it's a pretty messy to go through the different tabs, and especially right now it's pretty atrocious, to be honest. I'm generally like this. I always have infinite tabs open, and for me it's never an issue. But whenever I show this to someone, it's like they ask me, okay, how do you navigate? How are you not overwhelmed by this? And like they say also it's very messy. So maybe it's messy too. I like it. I have everything I ever need is open. I can sort of jump right back into what I was already doing. So that's just how I work, how I do things, and yeah. Open the file manager or connect. Wait, hang on. Once. Okay, so basically already saved it to the folder. CryptoSAS, and then okay, it's really just this one site. Okay, it's a bit worrying, but I guess, isn't it? Okay. Right. Let's add the index back. Okay. So now, technically, if we go to unrektradar.com, we see this. Oh, don't have a certificate. Why not? Shouldn't I have? I thought. But if I say protect domain, what does it mean? But it's just for. Isn't it? Okay, let's just support. Thank you. Huh. Hang on. Okay, because the issue here, it says not secure. That's a bit of an issue, right? I thought that that when you buy any domain on HostPoint, you will automatically get an SSL certificate. okay, I think 27% more transactions with an SSL certificate is a bit of an understatement. I mean, nowadays people don't even go to any website that doesn't have a certificate, to be honest. Okay, or enter the domain name for which SSL should be valid. Yeah, this one. Yeah. I have to continue the order process. I have to order this. Organization. No, but I don't want a business certificate. I just want a normal one. Like, is it just taking a while? I don't understand. 1 second. Okay, how will we find that out? That's kind of the question. um hmm. So websites. And we go SSL encryption. That sounds good. Free SSL. Okay. I mean, that works for me. Save. Great. And now it's probably gonna take a little while to activate. Okay, 1 second. Let me open this in an incognito browser. Support a secure connection. Yeah, that's a bit of an issue. Maybe it really does take a while until it's applied and it's not instant. Okay, we'll look at this a bit later because it's very likely that this just takes a little while. I mean, for example, if we look at other ones, okay, this one has SSL either way because it's by host point itself. One back too many. If I look at SSL encryption here, positive SSL certificate. Okay, I also just used free SSL, and basically, if we go to this site, then we also have not any error message like here. So probably just takes a while to apply, right? Yeah, it probably just takes a while. I mean, let's just get back into this. Yeah, free SSL. Okay. All right. Pretty much. So the thing is, also maybe a bit of context for you if you're building like something technical for the first time. I studied IT. Like I have an education in IT. I worked in IT, so this technical stuff is not that difficult or confusing to me. However, if you want for me to sort of explain all these like different things that you need to be an entrepreneur, especially in the technical space, feel free to ask. I'm gladly gonna explain it because in this like more long form videos, I'm probably going to focus on just very very basic, very broad explanation of things that are specifically important to what we're doing right now. But I guess I'm gonna explain it quickly either way, so you don't have to ask. But for other things that I've maybe glossed over or just thought it's like I just understand, I don't have to explain it. Just write a comment. Say, oh, what's this? Can you maybe like make a video about it? And then I'm going to make a specific video about just that. So an SSL certificate is basically, as you can see here, right? There's no message here at the top, like in the browser, sort of where we write the sort of website we go to. Here there is not secure. Do you see this? Your connection to this site is not secure. This has to do because there is no SSL certificate. Okay, it's basically like a passport for a website. That's basically what an SSL certificate is. And here we can get it fairly easy, luckily. it's also very important that you have one. Here, actually, now we have SSL, so it really took a while. And maybe this just takes a while to get going. Let me try that again. It still says not secure. Okay. So probably is gonna take a while to actually apply this. But yeah, that's an SSL certificate. Okay, great. So now that we have this, we would want to have some analytics, right? So what we are going to do is go to Google Analytics, dismiss, go to Analytics, and then we basically will create something new here. We're going to have to create a new account, basically. Just have to check. Okay, I'm logged in with my account. We're going to create Unrekt Radar. Now this is German. It's a bit of an issue, isn't it? So I'm very sorry for that. Because my Google account is actually in German. It's one of the few things that's still in German. So I'm just gonna quickly go through this. I mean, that's good. I don't want anything. I don't want to improve your products. Name of property. We have Unrekt Radar website. Okay. We want to have Switzerland. Sorry. Then we have to choose the area. It's basically about the finance. 1 to 10 employees. I want to look at web traffic. This one about like user engagement and user retention. I want to have those. I agree. It's very weird. It's just randomly here. Agree. Yeah, agree. Okay, then I want to use web. UnrektRadar.com. Unrekt Radar website. Okay. Right. Now, okay. Okay, I understand. So basically, now I have to add this to the HTML file, right? So to the index, because it's only one side. Okay, so I will just extract this right here, and then I'm going to edit this with Notepad. Right. Okay, so that's just comments. Style root. Where do we have to add it? Let me just pull that off again. Okay, now you see the downside of having so many tabs. I'm very sorry that I have to search for this. But it is crucial that we understand what this block is. Okay, a second, I'm gonna close a few tabs because like even now I'm getting annoyed by this. What's this? Doesn't matter. Then this tab group is important. This one is no, it's also not important. Then we have like some YouTube video, which is not important. Where did this finicky tab go? Just this, here. Okay, so Google tag within the script block. Okay. Do we have any scripts in here? So we have the script block here, but it's not the head, is it? Hang on. Okay, look, I'm gonna just do it the absolute idiotic way and just say Claude, okay, can you now add this block to the .html file and put it into the folder again? Okay. Okay, so what I'm trying to do here is we need analytics in our website, right? We need to understand, is there any traffic? Is anything that we're doing actually worth it? Does it bring any value, right? If we, for example, make a post on a website, is it bringing us traffic in some way? And with this one, I'm actually not sure if it's the only one or if we need to add a second one later. I thought you have to, but I'm not sure. You basically are able to get this like information. That's kind of how it goes, okay? And so we're going to wait for Claude to give us something. All right. Yeah. Okay. So what I also noticed is like, there will be a lot of waiting where we basically just wait for Claude, and then this time we're just going to tell something, and we wait for him to finish something that's like adjacent to what we're already doing, or like generally important for like entrepreneurship, because I'm on this path basically where I've been an employee basically all my life, but I'm 27, right? So I've finished my apprenticeship. In Switzerland, it's very common to do an apprenticeship. It's not that common to do university or college. We don't really have this like college as other countries do have. And for us, doing a bachelor's is actually the smaller path, especially right after school. It's a very uncommon path. I think like only 20 or 30% actually do a bachelor's degree because it's more focused on like studies and like science. Like you're more a scientist than someone that moves things. It's more theoretical than practical, basically. I finished my apprenticeship as an like system engineer, that's how we call it, right? In 2019, and now it's 2026, so it has been 7 years since. And basically, I understood already 3 years or something into, or even less years into me working, that 40 years working a job that is like meh, is not what I want to do. And so I've done several projects, several ideas, several venues that I've tried to do something in. And as I'm still an employee, all of them have failed. It's great, isn't it? But the thing is, you always get better and you only have to succeed once. That's the benefit of entrepreneurship. So failing a lot and failing fast is actually pretty good. I suggest it to everyone to do that, basically, right? Just try. If it fails, it fails. If it succeeds, you're happy. Everyone's good. No problem, right? Basically. Okay. Okay. I also did something with Twitter. 3 quick honest notes on the analytics. Data appears only once the site is live and someone visits. To confirm it's working, open the page after deploying, then check GA reports real time. Yeah. No preview image yet. The link card will be text only. Okay, I think that's okay for now. It's more a nice to have. Okay, so now, as he said, he repackaged it. So we're going to go back to host point, go to Explorer, go to www, go to just unrektradar.com. We delete this. Yeah. We upload files. We go here, index, we drop it, and now we will see, we can test it. Okay, so it works. Great. Unrekt Radar, stream ID, measurement ID. Okay. Aha, that's for if you have a CMS. Okay, doesn't matter. Continue to main page. Okay, so here we have Unrekt Radar website, right? If I now go to unrektradar.com, oh, now we also don't have this message anymore. So now the SSL certificate has actually done its job. We should now see, here it is. Real time, one user has visited the website. So that works, perfect, right? Okay, so now we are one step further. Now we have a website, we've done this like bot, and basically, as we already established, you do this, you open in web, and you land on the bot, and it does its thing. This bot is currently running here. It's just a window that's running on my computer. It's not perfect, but it's good for a minimum viable product. Okay. Okay, so the website is live and analytics is connected. Now, what's the next step? Okay. I'm quickly gonna like leave and come back. I have to get myself some water. Thank you. Okay. Did anyone actually use it? I mean, like, no, but it's also, it's not that simple, I feel, to get distribution up and running, basically. Okay, so Claude tells me I need to restart this tool, the bot itself, basically, to, so for I change it, he did, so-called multi-user, so that multiple users can use it, I guess? Multiple users can use it, oh yes. Very nice sentence in it. But we'll see what he writes. Okay. Restart, deploy the fix before real users arrive. The DB still shows the old alert state table, which means the multi-user fix isn't live, and that doesn't matter, only you're on it. But the moment two strangers watch the same whale, one would miss an alert. Aha! That one. Okay. I mean, I guess so. So I'm gonna close it, and then I'm gonna start it again. Very simple procedure, actually. Okay. Then patience and presence. Keep posting over the coming days, not just once. Reply to every comment fast and let the loop run. That's the whole game now. There's no feature that helps until real users show up and tell you what they want. That's truth. I owe you. The work from here is distribution. It's a grind of repetition, not a single big move. You've done the hard building part perfectly, is it? This part is slower and less satisfying, but it's the only thing that turns one user into 10. I can recheck the scoreboard anytime to restart the bot. That's finally get you onto X. So I posted on Reddit and in Discord, but wouldn't we want to build something more? Because, for example, Discord, when I posted it, the first question that got asked was, why no stop loss? I mean, we've seen that, right? On Discord, basically, the guy asked me, why no stop loss, amigo? Right? But the the question is basically now, how would we go about distribution in any sense? I mean, like, yeah, I can go to x.com. I think it's called, yeah, okay, sure. I think, one second, I think I actually have an account that is not connected to Google. One second. Just chill out a bit. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Do the thing. Great. Why would I want to have premium? Don't care. Okay. So now, okay. So let's see what Claude wrote in this time. That's your first real piece of feedback. Someone engaged enough to poke at it. That's generally valuable. But hold on before you reach for the build button. Because this is exactly the moment product discipline matters most. One comment is a signal, not a spec. The fast way to build a Frankenstein is to choose every individual opinion. You build when you see a pattern, the same thing from several people, not for comment once. The question isn't, do we build a stop loss because one person asked? It's, what is this person actually telling us? As the key's like, why no stop loss? It's a positioning problem, not a feature gap. They're not saying add a feature. They're saying, I don't understand why I use this instead of the free stop loss my exchange already has. That is a very true question. It's also what we thought. That's a messaging miss. And critically, if you responded by building a stop loss, you just be rebuilding what Hyperliquid gives away for free. No edge, that's the wrong move. I mean, I already understood this. A right move to answer the objection sharply, and you already have the answer from way back. A stop loss knocks you out, and alert keeps you in driver's seat. The stop loss closes your position, you eat the loss, and you're gone. Even if I said this. Killer should lean in too hard on DeFi, blah blah blah. You either watch it or you get liquidated with a penalty. It's very genuinely unique, and where just a stop loss has no answer. So here's the reply. Fair Q. Okay. A stop loss closes your position, you're out. Even a wick that bounces back. This warns you before liquidation, so you can decide. Top up margin, stay in or cut. It's for keeping a position you believe in, not getting forced close at the bottom. Plus, it works in Alia Morpho, where there's no stop loss at all, and suited across all your venues in one view. But that's not true. We don't have that. Yeah, but that's not true. We only have Hyperliquid. How was Claude's session? Good. Okay, so what should I write on X? I'm basically not active there. Just saying. I'm not active there. Not at all. Right. Like, I don't know even... that's my profile, okay. As you can see, I have no idea what I'm doing. It's also in German. Right. Can I change this? Me. Settings. Language. What? English. Continue. There we go. Okay. Profile. Yeah, that's the one thing. Join the something giveaway. Rules sweep to NFTs on the floor and OpenSea and delist. Each prism will be rewarded with one free SWC NFT as soon as FP hits. Okay, that's something I was part of. Some other probably like thing I was part of. I was basically using Twitter only for being part in like some like crypto raffles and like giveaways. Like otherwise, and also right, also this fridge. Oh, sorry, that was very loud. The Xbox Ones gave out this fridge, which looked absolutely amazing. I completely forgot about that. It's also very cool. Yeah, and just you see here, person that does not use Twitter, but used it whenever there was like no other option. I didn't want to post it on something I actually use, so I just used that. Right. Pretty much. Okay, so let's go to here's the okay, so okay, so he says he was wrong. Thanks for catching. Only if Hyperliquid telling the person who works in Morpho would be lying about what the product does, they'd blow up the instant they tried it. That's exactly the honesty line we can cross. Just keep on the right side of it. Never claim a feature we haven't built. That instinct is precisely what'll make this thing trustworthy. Good catch. Not on a strategic read because feedback is telling you something real. Like Hyperliquid specifically, which has perfectly good built-in stop losses. Why no stop loss? Is a generally strong objection. The alert's only real edge there is keep you instead of knocking you out, which is true but modest. Plenty of traders will just say, I'll use a stop. I shouldn't pretend that objection is weak. On Hyperliquid alone, it's fair. This is where it gets interesting. The value prop becomes generally hard to dismiss exactly when you add the venues where stop loss doesn't exist. DeFi lending, Aave Morpho, where you can set a stop, you either watch it or you eat a liquidation penalty. That's the version where why it's no stop loss, has no comeback, which is why it's on the roadmap. So this comment is doubly useful. Now, sharpen the honest safety, keep you in, I already did this, direction. It validates that your real differentiation lives in cross-venue plus DeFi, where stops aren't an option. That's the thing that makes you unignorable. But you earn the right to say it by building it, not claiming it. So you were right to stop me. The honest move is reply. I've already did this. Here's the thread ready to post honest Hyperliquid only, no claims we can't bag. And build around your actual story. Look, this does 90% of the work. I spent weeks trying to beat the market in crypto. Backtested everything, went through 100 plus of my own real trades. The conclusion, as a solo trader, you basically can't win. So I stopped trying to trade and built the tool traders actually need instead. Heh. Okay. Post. Okay, So I reply to myself like 5 times, or how does a thread work? And also, should I like add hashtags or tags or something? Because that's what you do, or that's at least what you did for a long time on like Instagram and YouTube. I think you still do this quite heavily on YouTube, but I think Instagram has come off of this. Like, there's not this like like hashtag engineering and stuff that it was like a few years back. That was actually very atrocious, to be honest. Maybe it still is. I don't know. Tap tweet to hit huh. Okay, so okay, I understand. Okay, so now we do the second one. Okay. I don't like this long like lines. It's very AI. I learned that the expensive way. It's actually true, right? I did have quite a journey in crypto, which I'm probably gonna talk about at some point to show you why I even think this is a good tool to build. Because yeah, I've burned myself quite a lot. Not necessarily a lot with liquidations. I mean I did here and there, but uh, just I wanna show you basically what I mean with I've had extensive experience in the crypto space as a whole, because I did, right? Because it's one of my most like used avenues, I would say. I mean, for the longest time, I have for the longest time I've thought that besides IT, my best sphere is actually crypto, because I very much believed in it, and so I dabbled into basically most strategies you can find. The only thing I never really did was like just like pattern trading and just looking at charts. I mean, I tried it for a while, but the learning curve is just crazy. It takes a long time to be good at it, and so because I've just changed over the years to be more entrepreneurial, I basically thought this is a better fit for me specifically, but it still fixes a real issue to it fixes a real issue that a lot of traders do, because like for example, if you look at um, if you look at Wall Street bets, for example, I mean, sure, they are very often they're trading stocks and whatnot, but there's also like crypto Wall Street bets, and they're just getting liquidated left and right, and it's really a big issue. And it's um, so much money gets just destroyed every day. It's really not okay. Right, let's look at this. I still don't want this. Literally can touch your funds or place a trade. Okay, so I think that's good. Let's do post all. Shouldn't it be 5? Show more replies. I don't understand. Heh. So wait, I did I make a mistake in posting this? Because it's only 3, it should be 5. 1 second. Why is it German again? What's happening? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I don't know. Just, I did the thing. Okay, so basically, no hashtags, tags, admins only when natural never has bait. Indeed, you could write your Hyperliquid exposition instead of Hyperliquid. Can I edit this? Or is it just... Can I edit this? I remove from this, leave this conversation. So I can't edit this. Okay, I can't edit this. Okay, well, so be it, I guess. And we actually have some views, it seems. I'm not sure if it's just me or if it's someone else. I have no idea. But cool, we have Twitter now. Alright, so we did that. Okay, did the Twitter thread. Now what's next? I mean, I thought it would be more building rather than just sort of distribution, because I feel doing distribution is a bit boring and building is a bit more interesting because you actually can see things happening. But you know, that's just the honesty part, really. Like, distribution is important. It's very important, although I don't want it to be that important, but it is. And basically, yeah, basically it's just how it works, right? Part of it is building, part of it is distribution. It's just how it goes. Did the push move anything? Yeah. Questioning what I should show you, because like just looking at a Claude terminal is a bit boring. I mean, like, usually what I do is like if I'm not streaming anything, I'm just having a video on another screen, or like I'm playing something on my phone while I wait. But that's a bit it's a bit boring for you, right? If you're watching it. So let's see what he wrote. So you've done the entire launch: Reddit, Discord, a video, a live landing page with analytics on X thread. That's complete launch. Yeah, very big launch. Generally more than most people ever ship. Is it? So here's the honest truth you might not want to hear. There is no big next step today. The seeds are planted. What comes next isn't another thing to build or post. It's uncomfortable, unglamorous part. Wait, watch, respond, repeat over days and weeks, not hours. And gently, because I've noticed it and I think naming it helps, you keep asking what's next. After the bot, after Reddit, after the landing page, after X, what's next? I get it. Waiting feels like doing nothing, and doing nothing feels like failing, but your next real win, the first stranger who watches an address, can be summoned by one or more tasks tonight. It comes from the seeds you already planted, reaching people on their timeline, and from you showing up consistently, frantically. Adding more isn't progress here. It's just anxiety wearing a productivity costume. The discipline now is restraint. So, two honest things. The one concrete thing still actually undone, restart run bad. I've already done that. So the multi-user fix goes live. That's real. Do it so you're ready when someone shows up. Everything else is done. Your new rhythm. This replaces what's next. 20 to 30 minutes a day. Check Discord Red X for replies. Answer everyone fast and human. Glance at the scoreboard plus GA. Scoreboard? I can recheck anytime. Post one small build in public. Update a clip. Day 2. Here's what I learned. Engage 15 minutes on X. Then let it breathe. Put the leftover energy into editing, clipping the video. That's productive and it feeds the loop without the pressure of big move. And the honest bar we set, give this genuine 2 weeks for showing up before you judge it. 0 users at hour 1 isn't a verdict, but I also won't pretend most launches aren't slow or that every product takes off. Some don't. You find out by consistently showing up, not by one more feature. Judge it in 2 weeks on real effort, not tonight. On an hour-old number. So the real answer was next, restart the bot, then step back and be consistent. The bravest, hardest thing you can do right now is not frantically build. It's trust the work you've done and keep showing up. Want me to recheck the scoreboard for you tomorrow so you're not refreshing it every 10 minutes? What scoreboard? Probably it's a Telegram thing, but I'm not sure. I don't use Telegram like actively. I mean, I've done a bot before, but not not really anything else. Sorry, scoreboard is just my nickname for it, not a real thing you have to find. Okay, against a bot's own database, each time I query it and count how many distinct users Telegram accounts have watched an address, how many watches / addresses total, and specifically whether anyone other than you has showed up. That's the one number that actually matters right now. Is anyone really using it? Right now, it reads 1 user you, 0 others. The way you keep an eye on it going forward, the bot users I run that little database query, like I just did, you'd need me or a one-line command to read it. So the dashboard you log into, the website visitors, the one you can check yourself anytime. Google Analytics reports real-time shows who's on the landing page right now, and the main reports show visits over time. Okay. I'm a bit unhappy with this, to be honest. Like, so basically, Claude tells me we've built some small thing, and now we need to have feedback so that we can iterate and improve it further, basically. I mean, it's not wrong, but it's also boring, right? I mean, of course, we can switch sort of the project midway into something else, but I'm not sure if that is very useful, to be honest. What would you do? Okay. That's a bit of a bummer, isn't it? Let's see if there's any more people that watched this post by now. 6 people. I think it's just me, actually. Great. Awesome, isn't it? Notifications. Okay, some random stuff. I don't know. So hey, if you see this, want to try it out, that would be absolutely great. Okay, so I mean, I don't know exactly what I should continue showing. Maybe I'm going to do the next episode with another project that I'm working on, because like as you see, distribution is a big part, and distribution is just something that takes a very long time to do. So I will think about it and come back to you. But for now, thank you very much for watching on us making the website unrektradar.com. Check it out, and that's everything for today. Whoa, what's happening? 20 minutes. United States, 2. 2. Okay, we have viewers from other people. We have not just me. Crazy. That is not something I thought. Okay, wait. There's another thing we can do. It's like, how's this called? It's called Google Search Console, right? So what this does is you will add a domain, unrektradar.com, right? And basically with that, what do we have to do? We have to add a DNS record. Okay, fair enough. So we go to, where is it? Domains. Unrekt Radar, edit DNS zone. Right. And now I need to understand. So it's txt record. So it's okay. Okay, it's just a text record with this. Okay, so we add a record here. We choose text. We enter it. Is there a name? No. No name. Okay. So we just add record. Invalid name for the record given. Google, how's it called? Search console. Like this. Execute now. Okay, then we're gonna check. VSPF. Okay. Ah. Aha. Aha. Okay, no one told me. Okay. So I have to do this, basically. Execute. Very specific. Okay. So, okay. Can you try again? It's usually for email, but let's see if Google is now happy. Great. Okay, finished. So okay. So basically just making a website is not good enough to be on Google. You need to go to Google Search Console and actually create your site, like in this case, Unrekt Radar, and then basically sort of request a sort of indexing. It's called indexing. And so, okay, it's getting processed right now. Okay. So should check back in a day. That's a bit sad, isn't it? Just nothing I can do. Because like I know that a normal site you can do like oh wait a second. Right. I can just unrektradar.com. I can just search for it. Right, and I can request indexation for this. Because then it should be a bit quicker. If we have any issues, we can fix them, because otherwise Google is never gonna index it. Okay, so there was no issue. So this is gonna take a while until the URL is actually indexed. So very random. We actually got users on our website without even being listed on Google, which is a bit random, but I mean, I guess. First visit, session start, user engagement. So they scrolled, for example. Good to know. Good to know. Good to know. Yeah. Okay. So I think there's really not a lot more to do here now. I mean, that was something interesting that just appeared additionally. And so I'm going to stop the stream for now, or the video, whatever you're watching. And I will think about what else to show you in the next episode. I don't know when the next episode is going to come. I thought it's going to be a daily thing, or mostly daily thing, where I just record an hour and then or two and we build something. But as it is now primarily about distribution and it sounds a bit boring, I'm not sure if I want to just show this, because I also don't want to be a spammy person, or if I'm going to show you something else that I'm working on, but I'm not working on it completely by myself, but with someone else. So I'll look into that, and you will see in the next video what I decided. All right, so thank you very much for your time and have an amazing day. If there's anything that you wish out of this video, something I should explain, something you want to see, just write it down in the comments and I will be gladly to show you. So have an amazing day and see you in the next one.